Okay, making her pro debut at Invicta 56, August 9th. So probably as you watch this coming Friday. Very happy to be joined today by Ashley Barrett. Ashley, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. Just over a week away from the big day. How is everything feeling? How are these next few days going to look for you?
Feeling amazing. I'm so excited. Fighting for Invicta and just, being a pro fighter in general has been a dream for a long time. So, I'm really, really excited.
Yeah. Invicta posted a very handy graphic telling people where they can watch the card. Main card is CBS Sports in the US, Fight Network in Canada. Here in the UK, it's a YouTube pay-per-view, but it's only 99 pence, so very easy to watch. But unless anything's changed from the bout order I saw, I think you're on the prelims, right? In which case it's free on YouTube. Very easy to
Yes, that's
watch.
right. That's right.
Yeah, no excuses to not watch this fight then. Something I
Right.
like to kick off with when talking to people making their pro debut, just why now? Why is this the right time?
Well, I've been training since I was 14 years old, and my dream is always, go to the UFC, be a pro fighter, and Invicta is definitely one of the, ones that was one of my dreams to fight for, kind of along the way to get me there. I think that, I'm more than ready for that. And when that opportunity comes, you can't say no. I was supposed to make my pro debut, a few months ago. There were many different opponents that I matched up with, and either they said no or they backed out or something. So I've been ready for months. And so the fact that it's Invicta is even better.
And it's the perfect time to join Invicta, right? Obviously, they're just kicking off this sort of new era. Obviously, CBS is a huge platform for them. It's really perfect timing, especially when you consider there were fighters who signed maybe a year ago, and
Yeah.
they're only now just having their first fights with Invicta because there was a little while there they weren't running shows. I think you only announced your signing a couple of weeks ago. It's really been
Right.
perfect
Yeah.
timing.
Yeah, it is. It's perfect.
So talk to me about how that signing came about. You obviously talked about Invicta being one of the places you wanted to get to on your journey. Was there a chance in your mind that it might happen this soon? And then just obviously when that signing came to you, talk to me about how everything went down.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised. I thought that, I would be fighting kind of more locally. I'd have a few more local fights before any opportunity like that would come, but a few fell out, and then my coach reached out to them, I'm pretty sure, and kind of just asked if there was any chance that we could find anything with them, and they ended up giving me a multi-fight contract and asked me if I wanted to fight in 3 weeks in Colorado, and I said absolutely.
So how far away is Colorado from you? Where are you based at the minute?
I'm in Massachusetts, so Colorado is like on the other side of the
Yeah,
country.
that's a bit of a way. That's a bit of
Yeah,
a way.
yeah.
Um, Pro debut was a huge stage in Invicta. There's going to be a lot of people watching this fight that haven't seen you fight before. If
Mhm.
you could just kind of tell us how you see yourself, what image do you want people to have in their mind when they think, "Oh, it's an Ashley Barrett fight. This is what's going to
Just
happen."
yeah, just pure violence from every area. I bring it like it's striking on the ground. I'm just violent. Forward pressure, just trying to get the finish, trying to get the win the whole time in the most violent, dominant way.
Yeah. Amber Medina, obviously the opponent. She's also making her pro debut. So I guess one thing with that is that there maybe isn't that much footage out there. How much have you found? And is that something you look at, or is that something you leave to your coaches? And just really, how much have you been able to find out? What do you know about her?
Yeah, I study my opponents a lot. Anything that I can find about them, any footage, I will watch it and try to learn as much as I can about them. Obviously, there's not much about her, and there's kind of some inconsistencies with like when she first started fighting MMA, and then like some Muay Thai fights, and then her last two fights. So I've seen some of her Muay Thai, I've seen snippets of her MMA, I've seen, everything she has on like her Instagram and her gym and stuff like that. So with there not being that much footage, I just try to stay ready for anything. I prepare myself for anything. I, tell myself that, they want to win as badly as I do. And I try to just be prepared for, for anything and for, the toughest opponent that I, could possibly have.
Yeah, obviously, just looking at her record, it seems like she's done a bit of everything. She's done Muay Thai, like you said, she's done combat jiu-jitsu as well. She trains out of 10th Planet Austin, which obviously that's a very real deal, not just in the 10th Planet scene, not just in the jiu-jitsu scene, but in the MMA scene as well. So that obviously tells you a little bit right there, doesn't it?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So from what you've seen, just skill-wise, how do you compare yourself to her?
Well, I'd say that, I'd have more experience than her because, I had 7 amateur MMA fights. We both, had some Muay Thai fights. And I think, of course, I mean, you're gonna have that confidence and belief in yourself, but I think that, I'm just on another level. I think that I'm more well-rounded. I think that, my game is much different and, um technique is, and just game plan is just, more polished. And yeah, I think that, I kind of have more of a like game plan. So not even a game plan when I go into my fights. I just think that, um, yeah, I just think that I'm the more well-rounded fighter in this one.
You obviously said there that you did a couple of Muay Thai fights as well, whilst in your amateur MMA career. How beneficial do you think that was? Not just focusing on MMA, but then stepping away a little bit and doing something slightly different, more focused, obviously, on just that one discipline. How beneficial was that for you to then bring back to MMA?
Yeah, I mean, it was really beneficial. I've fought against like, some real Muay Thai fighters, people who like just that's what they do is like, like the last girl I fought in Muay Thai, like she's a high level Muay Thai fighter. I fought some people who were MMA fighters doing Muay Thai, but then, the last girl I fought was like strictly Muay Thai. And so I think that I learned a lot from that fight, where like patience, output, kind of, like not coming out and throwing everything all at once, kind of learning to step back, find my range. It's really good to just compete in all the martial arts so that you can be well-rounded. I learned a lot from doing the Muay Thai fights, and I'm really glad I had them.
How many did you have? Your typology's got three, but obviously with things like that, it can be a bit off on some of the Muay Thai things. Was there more than
Yep.
that?
Yeah, I've had 8 Muay Thai fights
Yeah.
total.
All right. Yeah. Perfect. 6-1 as an amateur. Last one
Hmm.
was in January, I believe.
Hmm.
I always like to ask this, especially people early in their career, but about how basically how you see that development in that time. So what's going to be different about the Ashley Barrett that steps into the cage on Friday night next week to the Ashley Barrett that was in the cage for that last amateur fight in January?
Well, like now I'm a professional. I can throw elbows,
Yeah.
knees to the face. I have full use of all of my weapons. I feel like I can really I have more options now. Like I said, I knew that my pro debut was gonna be sometime this year, was gonna be after that last fight. So that's just been my mindset. So it's gonna feel really good to finally be able to show that all the work that I've been putting in, all the preparation, just the mentality, knowing that I was ready to be in the professionals.
How tricky is it to not throw knees and elbows in your amateur fights, especially after doing Muay Thai?
It's not too tricky. In the fight camp, you know that those are the rules, so you're kind of just in that mindset, and you're thinking more about punching range and elbowing to the body. So it's not too tricky, but I'm definitely looking forward to being able to let it fly.
We have a quick fire segment, which we're just going to ask you some quick fire questions, if that's all good. Some are MMA related, but some aren't.
All right.
Cool. Favorite food?
Favorite food's got to be pizza. I'm craving it so bad right now.
Next week. That's just got to
Yeah.
count down the days, right?
Yes.
Favorite drink?
Favorite drink? Oh God, probably Diet Coke.
Yeah. Favorite breakfast cereal?
I don't like cereal. I'm like the only one.
What's your go-to breakfast then?
A bagel. Plain bagel with cream cheese.
There we go. Especially when I'm talking to fighters in camp, I like to get the food ones out of the way first. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Oh geez. Oh God, yeah, I like the funny movies. Oh God, it changes so often. But probably something hilarious. Like I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The Hot Chick with Rob Schneider in it, but that movie is hilarious and I've loved that movie since I was a little kid. It's so funny. So probably that one.
Favorite TV show?
SpongeBob.
Favorite musician?
Favorite musician? Oh God. Probably Lana Del Rey.
Favorite sport other than MMA?
I like watching hockey.
Favorite fight?
Favorite fight or favorite fighter?
They're both on here, so take whichever one you want first.
Well, the Joanna Jędrzejczyk fight against Wei Li was really intense, so definitely that one.
All right, favorite fighter then.
Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah. Favorite submission to practice?
Twister.
First Twister shout out. Love that. Everyone says Das.
Oh, Twister all day.
Funniest person you've met in MMA?
Probably my coach, teammate, and friend Maddie LaRose.
And the best piece of advice you've been given?
In life or as a fighter?
Whichever you want. Take it whichever direction you see fit.
Probably my uncle telling me to just be relentless.
I mean, that kind of works in both, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Cool. Just want to thank you today, Ashley, for taking the time to finally give us the hard sell. Invicta 56, when yourself and Amber Medina step into the cage, what can the fans expect?
Well, they can expect just violence from me, well-rounded, just dominance and violence.
Very excited to watch. Like we said, prelims, so free on YouTube, very easy to watch. No excuses, honestly. You gotta check out this fight. There's no reason not to. Thank you, Ashley, for taking the time. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.